know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things that I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you're a new subscriber. So y'all, let's get into this video because as you guys know, Jazzy and Chris basically did a live on their extra Chris and Jazz channel, and basically she had titled it telling his truth or something like that. And basically, it was a live where she had got on there with Chris and basically wanted Chris to speak his truth and tell, what's been going on with this whole situation with him and Medusa and between Jazzy and Medusa. And a lot of people, I think, already knew, his intentions and how he was going to come on live and act. And a lot of people were just, speaking how immature that they were acting on live and just saying how crazy it is that Jazzy would really come on live and try to stand behind this man and really, protect him and justify his ways of how he's a deadbeat and a bum. And, as we all know, Jazzy is very, very manipulated and very, it seems to be brainwashed by Chris. And it just seems like, she's always trying to, fix his wrongs and try to get him to be this good person. And, I think she sees everything that people say on this YouTube stuff about Chris and how he's a deadbeat and how he's a bum. And I think she tries to get him, not actually coming out and telling him, but, she tries to get him to come on here to, live in his truth and, make him seem like he is this man who works and he provides and this great man. But we all see right through it. And, sometimes some women are just so blinded by a man that, they're so in love and they're so desperate for that love from a man that they just don't really see the true person that they are in front of and, who is beside them. And they just try to justify and, try to change them and, especially changing a man. Like, sis, you should know from being with a man prior to Chris for 10, 15 years and how he cheated on you nonstop and lied to you and had babies on you time after time again. And, you should just, kind of had smartened up from that situation. But instead, you kind of didn't. You just seem to have gotten even worse. But I think a lot of it stems from her not wanting to be this single mother, from her not wanting to, not have a man there. She wants to have somebody. She needs somebody. So, in exchange for all this, she, will pay for this man, will pay all the bills for this man, will buy this man cars, will take him out, will put her children before him. She does all these things and it just seems like, he still just does not have that respect for her that she comes on here and tries to have for him. So let's get into these clips of the live. And, a lot of the stuff is kind of choppy throughout the live because I was trying to catch everything that I wanted to catch. And some things I just didn't have the patience to catch. So I just, try to get whatever I thought was kind of important. But let's get into this clip and then we will talk about
it. I'm sorry, go ahead, Beth. No, go ahead, please.
He's that person, he thinks more so of certain things and he's like, I don't like doing this shit on social media. Me, I'm like, they take it to social media, so why not fire back? That's me, and that's why I'm being quiet because I can say so much right now, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna let him talk, let him speak his part, but because y'all are all saying all kind of stuff in the comments, and it's clear as day that the ones that are saying something, those are the ones that obviously don't fuck with me. I already know. So you're that one that don't fuck with me, and because we have 78 people that fuck with us. So with that said, oh, you want me to keep doing it?
I'm listening. I'm just looking at you.
I could say some
watching
shit.
Them lips, you know what I mean?
I can say some shit, but I am letting him talk because I've been speaking for a while, and I don't care what any motherfucking body say. He is my man. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, y'all aren't married, so you need to shut up."
Well, I'm gonna say this, my nigga. If you got the lawyer money, then hit me up in my DM. Facts. If you got the lawyer money, hit me up in my DM then. Other than that, kick rocks, bro. I don't care what y'all feel. I really don't give a damn.
Oh shit.
So in that clip, she basically was getting into the fact of saying that she knows him and that, people say all these things about him and, he is not the type to come and address anything. So she basically is his voice, as she had already said. And basically she was saying that she comes on here to defend him because, that's just not in him to do that. Now, sis, you don't even know this man's family. You don't know his friends. He doesn't bring you around anybody. You sit in that house and he tells you what he tells you. And, that's that. I get the impression that she is not allowed to ask questions. She is not allowed to, she asks questions, but I'm pretty sure that she doesn't go into detail of, his family, his friends, or why he, doesn't really bring her around certain people. That's not in Jazzy to ask of him anyway, but sis, these baby mothers have been dealing with him for years and years and years, and not in the way of him taking care of his children, but they have been dealing with him being a bum and a deadbeat for many, many of years. You just met this man 3 years ago. You got pregnant with him in a matter of 3 to 4 months, sis. That's not long enough to know a man, and especially to sit on here and come online and defend this man and go so hard for this man who doesn't even give you the vice versa, the same, doesn't even reciprocate that energy towards you. You never hear him come on here to defend her, or, whenever she's going through something, you never see him. But when it's about him, he will make sure that he comes on here and he tries to lie about his side of the story and what he does when we know that he's not doing nothing over there. So, for you to always hop on live and try to defend him and make him seem like, he's this poor innocent man and, we're some big bullies just constantly bullying this man, that's the reason why he uses you and uses you now. And he's going to take that to his full advantage, and he will keep playing that to you until he's just ready to go and he just gets so bored of you that he just can't be with you anymore. But for you to defend this man and make it seem like you've been with this man for 20 years and you know him for a fact, and these other baby mothers are new and they don't know him, sis, they've been dealing with him twice as long as you. So for you to even speak on anything like you've been in the business and when it truly is none of your business is just very crazy. And people are right, sis, you're not married to this man, so stop acting as if you are obligated to be in the middle of him and his other baby mothers and his kids, when even if you were married, that still wouldn't be none of your business, because at the end of the day, he laid down with those women to make those kids and babies. And if he decides not to take care of those kids, that is between the mother and him. At the end of the day, that doesn't affect you in any type way, because you have 4 other kids with another man and 1 with him, and he still lives in the home. So that wouldn't even pertain to you unless he decides to leave the home and leave Legend. But you're just including yourself in things that you have no business of. And again, like people were saying, she just wants to include herself because she doesn't trust him. And we know that she doesn't trust him, because I also caught this clip of them during the live, and he was on his phone and she kept glancing over, and she paused, and I think she got so lost into looking into his phone that she kind of, lost track and kind of had to catch herself, because she finally figured out that she was on live. But let's get into this clip and we'll also talk about that.
Yeah, allergies are just crazy right now. It's my nose. I have really bad.
So sis, as much as you're on live and, you're trying to defend this man and, do all this hoop and hollering for this man, you don't even trust him yourself. By simply sitting next to him, being on his phone, you don't even trust him. So are you really trying to come on here and convince us that you know this man so much and, you will always stand behind him and he is this great father and you don't understand why people want to make his life so hard? Sis, you didn't even trust him sitting next to you being on a phone. So why are you still playing this whole game and this whole just coming on here trying to fake this relationship so hard? And something simple as that, you couldn't even continue to hold a conversation while he was on his phone next to you. You had to stop what you were saying and really tune into the phone and really see what he was doing on that phone. And that tells me right there that you previously have found stuff maybe on his phone or tablet or, whatever device he uses over there to be sneaky and, watch his little stuff that a lot of us have already been suspecting what it was already on that tablet that Medusa had spoke on. But let's also get into another one of these clips that I had, picked out of the live because y'all, I'm all over the place with this, but it's just this live was already all over the place. And, with these two, it's just there's so much to really get into and dissect because these people just are so dumb with the way they do things. They hop on live and they think that they're really fooling people. But sis, we've been already, peeped the game and peeped y'all too. And the whole dynamic in that house and how you treat those kids and, how you treat y'all's baby. And, it's truly pathetic and sickening. But let's get into this also.
Ooh, boom. Go get it, son.
Gossip as far as with other BMs and talk about BDs and stuff. I'm that one that's like, look, it is what it is. We not together. I don't care how you move.
Throw it back.
But at the end of the day, make sure you take care of these kids. You get them on your days, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Not everybody like me. Let's just get one thing clear. Not everyone is like me. Not everyone is mature enough to sit back and say, you know what? I'm going to put all my bullshit aside because you know what? I don't care about you.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's like me. And I don't care about you. I'm going to just let...
Bad, dog.
He is. He's trying to throw that balloon hard.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is like that. Not everybody can say, I'm going to put all my bullshit aside because this is about your child. Not everybody like that. And, Bae tells me this a lot. Like, as far as, being a BM, you are really understanding with certain situations. You set a tone as, okay, this is the day, this is the time, and that's it. I don't gotta speak about anything else type stuff. And it shouldn't even be like that for him. He shouldn't have to go the extra mile. It should be like, look, you got my number, stop ignoring me.
Batman. Boom. Boom.
He looked at me crazy when I did that.
Boom.
Is he trying to catch it? I think he's trying to catch it.
Boom. Go get it, baby.
Let's see what he did. Ooh, yeah, he threw that hard.
Hey, you ready? You ready? You ready? Are you ready?
So when she spoke on this specific thing, people were saying that she was throwing some shade at, Liv, because we know that Liv has not been able to put her pettiness and bitterness to the side for the sake of the kids. And, she has been having a hard time with letting go of Gerard and, acting out so bad to the point to where she's got her kids taken. But, she was simply saying that, it's crazy how, baby mothers can't basically stay in their place and learn to separate the man from the kids and suck it up and just, reach out and do whatever it is so, he can be a part of his child's life. But sis, this man has made no attempt in 10 years to be a part of this little girl's life. So why all of a sudden does Medusa have to chase him? Because now all of a sudden he wants to be a part of his daughter's life when really it's not even him that wants to be a part of his daughter's life. It is you that is over there pressing the situation so hard for I don't know what reason. I mean, you claim that you guys have all this stuff going on, that, you're moving and you have all this stuff planned for YouTube and all these things, but you're steady in the house sitting on your butt worrying about why he isn't a part of his other children's lives when he had over 10 years to get it right and figure it out reach out to Medusa, text her, email her, DM her, all these things that she said that she would accept. She just wants him personally reaching out to her. She doesn't want, another woman that he's with reaching out to her about his own child that he made, not the woman. And she's still trying to justify, him being a deadbeat and basically blaming it on the women of them not reaching out to him as to why he is not seeing his own children. Because yes, we have seen him with the twins, and for a long time, we thought that he had such a great relationship with LaKenya, but come to find out, he's also went years at a time not also seeing his twins. Now, I don't think it's been years like it's been with Paris, but I do think, and I could have sworn I seen in one of the screenshots where LaKenya said that he went over a year not seeing the twins. So, sis, real fathers who are dedicated and, day in and day out, not just, a few months here or when they feel like it, they keep the same energy all year round. They don't wait around and blame the mother for them not being a part of their children's lives, especially when there's court that you can go to get custody of the children, or get half custody and be involved and be a part of, the kid's life. And it's pretty crazy how he accepted that truck from you, but he didn't want to accept money for, a lawyer so he can go and get some time with his daughter and gets, a little bit of custody of his daughter. It just seems like, he puts everything over, going and trying to be a part of his kids' lives. But, a real man, like I said, who is truly dedicated, would have been took matters into his own hands. He wouldn't be with a woman, wait 3 more years, and then try to, get his woman to, fight his battle for him, which that's basically what Jazzy has been doing. So, it's unfortunate that Paris has to go without a father and sadly go on a YouTube and be a part of another family, which, basically the 4 kids that she has by Philip, be a part of their life and not hers. But, there will be karma to this man. And the fact that he has a woman behind him that's also, excusing this behavior and just, allowing him to sit there and not only be a father to their child they have together, but 3 other kids. Most women would not even want to sit around and stick with a man who doesn't take care of the kids that he had prior to her, or, even be with a man who doesn't raise his own child that they have together. But, when you get these cases of women who have such low self-esteem and are so desperate, this is the type things that happen. And, sadly, I don't think the situation will get better. If anything, I truly think that Medusa is just going to just leave it be. And, probably when he does decide to reach out at some point in her life, I don't even think Medusa and Paris will care to even reach back out to him. But, it will happen one day. And, it will also happen to Jazzy one day too. But, we'll let her keep thinking that, this cannot also happen to her too. But let's also get into another part of the live that people were speaking on that was just truly so nasty. And I really don't understand why this man just fails to even try to show a little bit of respect for her while she's on live, especially this is her channel. But
I'm going to DM you personally and say, what's up? That's what I did. Now, his girlfriend or whatever freak she is purposely posting things on social media trying to antagonize Olivia or whatever hell's going on. She's trying to,
So people were also saying how it was just pure disrespectful, especially when it was primarily women who do watch her channel, how he dug in his pants and started staring at the camera while he was doing it, and then proceeded to touch on the baby's toys and touch on his head. And, things like that, when men do things like that, especially, men like bums like him, it just tells you right there the amount of respect that he has for her. And, if he does that on camera, I can imagine what he does just around the kids on a daily. He had his son right there. I don't know if the other kids were right there, but, it really just shows that this man just has no respect. He lacks maturity, and he is just, one of those men that just, wants to just continue to be a bum, but wants this respect like he is a king. And a lot of people were saying, like, was he doing that because other women were watching? Or some people were saying that he took a picture of his private parts because they seen his thumb move. But whatever he may have been doing, it's just disrespectful all around. And this is why people say what they say about him. She tries to blame the watchers, the reactors that and say that it's them. But we all know that, this man has shown way more than he thinks he's shown in the 3 years of being on YouTube. And people will continue to say what they say about him until he steps up and does what he's supposed to do as a man and, can show a little bit of compassion for being a father, for, being, I guess, Jazzy's boyfriend. I don't feel bad for her, but I feel bad for the kids that have to live in the home with him because, just by his actions in the live, he's just very easily angered and just has some type of anger issue. And, like I always say, if he does these things on live and he can't control them, even for, an hour out of the day for her to do a live, for them to sit down and do a live where she gets paid, where she pays all his bills off of this job, you would just think that he would, take a little bit more pride into it. And, being that, if she loses this, they don't have anything else. But no, he doesn't care. He just likes to seem like this man that, intimidates people and, people are supposed to be scared of him or, I don't know, to attract women. I don't know what he does, but I was just very plain out disrespectful. And, again, I think Jazzy is going to really lose a lot more from being with this man. And, it really isn't going to end good for her. But, we'll let her keep thinking that, she has caught her catch and he is the catch that everybody wants. And, we'll let her keep thinking that, and we will see the true downfall, even worse than it is now, of, her being with this man. And she will come on here and she will be telling us that she knew all along. But, sometimes a lot of people just have to learn for themselves. And, I'm sorry for this being such a long video, you guys. I wanted to, try to fit everything into this one video, not just do, part 1, part 2. But comment down below what you guys think about this whole situation of him speaking on his truth about this whole thing with Medusa and Jazzy, how they are having it out for each other and going back and forth on Instagram. If you're not following Medusa on Instagram, she's been posting a lot about this situation also. But comment down below again, you guys, what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.